Hi, in this video I'm going to talk about how I record my amp or amps for YouTube. And I say for YouTube, but this could be used in home recording, in studio recording, even live. So first of all, let's have a quick look at the setup here and how I do it. I've basically got two mics. The first one, as you can see here, is an SM57. This has been used on many great recordings for decades. I have it slightly off axis from the cone. The reason for that, it gives it a slightly darker sound. The other mic I use here, it's an AKG D69S. This is pretty relatively cheap mic. They've discontinued it now, but there is a newer version. It's brighter of the two microphones, so I have this one actually pointing at the cone. The SM57 is pointing at a Heritage 30, and the other mic, the AKG, is pointing at a Vintage 30. So I kind of use that. I use the brighter mic pointing directly at the cone, so that gives it a brighter sound, and I use the darker, out of the two anyway, the darker mic pointing slightly off axis to give that a darker sound. And then it's the blend of the two mics that gives me the sound I want. Put some headphones on, maybe play something on a loop, and then move the microphone around the speaker. Find that sweet spot which you like the sound and record from there. A quick note, this is how I mic my amps. It might be right for some people, it might be wrong for other people, but it is using known techniques, and I hope it does help some people out there. In this section I'm going to talk about how I process the audio in Logic, and even though it is in Logic, it could easily be in Cubase, Reaper or any other DAW. I'm now going to solo each mic so you can hear the individual sounds and then both playing together. Now I'm going to bring in Logic's gain plugin. With this, I can bring one of the mics in and out of phase with the other mic and demonstrate how phase between two microphones can drastically alter the sound with phase cancelling. As you can hear, it makes one huge difference. I've added a couple of SSL channel strips to both channels. On a basic setting, it doesn't really add a big difference to the sound, just adds more of a live in the room feel. I've also added a noise gate on each channel. On this part it really doesn't make a difference, this Les Paul's a very quiet guitar, but if I'm playing something with single coils, especially with some gain on there, you do get some buzzing, that's why that's there. This next plugin hardly makes any difference whatsoever, it's more of a mental thing, it's a tape simulator, and I always love the idea of going onto tape, so I just have to put it on. As you can see, it looks cool as well. The final plugin I use is a limiter. It's only there just to stop the audio clipping, just in case. If I've done my job properly, it shouldn't clip, but I like to have it there as a backup. Finally, I like to pan both channels, not by a lot, just about 9 points to the left, 9 points to the right, but just enough to make it feel a little bit wider, and then that's it. The mix is finished. Quite simple. And then that's it, done. I'll leave it nice and simple. It is for YouTube after all. Thank you very much for making it through to the end of the video. I hope it was informative for you. If it was, please like and subscribe. If you've got any questions, leave them in the comment section below, and I look forward to seeing you again in my next video.